been an amazing 20 years. Obviously, a lot has happened in tech, and Akamai has been in the thick of it. You know, we do help make the internet be a lot faster, a lot more reliable, a lot more intelligent, and secure.
Cloud computing is something that we've all gotten used to, but this new computing called the edge is what?
You got to be kidding me.
We're
leaving cloud and going to the edge?
Yeah, and it reminds me of what Akamai did in the very beginning with web servicing. Why don't you explain what the edge is?
Yeah, well, you know, think about it. You're going to get a bottle of milk. And if you had to drive, say you live in the suburbs, and if you had to drive to the center of New York to get your bottle of milk, where that cloud data center is, it's going to take forever because there's so much congestion in the city center where the cloud data center is. If you could just go to your local mart, drive down the street, there's no congestion getting out of your driveway or your local street. A lot faster, a lot more reliable. And that's really the same thing that happens on the internet. There's huge congestion in the core where the cloud data centers are. So if you try to get your movie, your OTT video from there, not so good. If you can just get it down the block, great. And that's what we do.
Which means what in terms of download speeds?
Means it's a lot better quality movie because you get much higher throughput. Most homes now have very good connectivity into the home, so you can get a high quality movie.
Could the edge could it supplement the cloud or replace the cloud?
I think it's really the extension of the cloud.
Yeah.
It's what you need to interact with, to get your video, to do your transactions quickly, and actually to do things securely. We're in a situation today where these large entities have co-opted a lot of devices out there, and they can flood the core with traffic. In fact, it's so bad today, it's enough that you could actually, you know, flood countries.
Well, the cloud didn't really exist when Akamai was founded. So now that you're going beyond the cloud to the edge, so you've transitioned your business to
No, we pioneered the edge 20 years ago.
It sounds like the same thing.
It took us 20 years to convince everybody it's really important, and now I think we're there. That, you know, that's how we started Akamai, was the principle of on the edge. That's the only way you really make the internet scale and be secure.
I understand a lot of what you said, but I don't understand the security aspect, because it seems to me if you're replicating the same thing and putting it on 14 or 15 different places, that's 14 or 15 different places that criminals could come. How do you make sure each of those places is equally secure?
Yeah, so first of all, 14 or 15 sounds large. It's not, because the bad guys have co-opted millions and millions of bots, and they're using them to vector attacks on those dozen places you might have. And so they can overwhelm them with traffic. Not only that, they're very intelligent today. They can easily spoof you, get into your bank account and steal your funds. And so we have to be intelligent in addition to being at the edge, and stop that bot traffic with machine learning to tell it's a bot trying to take over your bank account.
The rise of the FANGs, the big technology companies, is that a good thing or a bad thing for the business? So many of them are your clients.
Yeah, I think it's...
But some of them may turn into your competitors.
Yeah, sure. Some of them have been our competitors for well over a decade, and they're also among our largest customers. So it's a competitive, but also a
like
cooperative.
An Amazon or an IBM?
Yeah, for example. So, you know, very large customers also compete with us in the marketplace, and that's fine.
Do you think it makes it harder for a small guy to compete?
Well, they're very big companies, and so you got to be like Akamai, very innovative, stay ahead, and have such a compelling value proposition in terms of performance and security that those same big companies want to do business with us, maybe instead of using their own services.
I mentioned you co-founded the company with Daniel Lewin. He passed away. He was on one of the planes in 9/11 that flew into the World Trade Center. So this must be a bit of a bittersweet day for you, too.
It is, yes. No, a huge loss. For humanity and technology. Yeah, huge loss.
How did you two work together at MIT?
Very closely. You know, it was a professor-graduate student situation, but, you know, I viewed Danny as my equal. We worked together as partners, and so there wasn't that kind of relationship in our partnership.
Well, I just want to say congratulations. It really is a phenomenal story, and we're thrilled to have you here today. Congratulations.